Breaking news tonight, there is a growing divide among Republicans over the deal that was overwhelmingly approved by the Senate early this morning. Out front tonight, Pennsylvania's Republican Congressman Tim Murphy. Congressman, thank you for joining us. We understand the House Republicans met. You guys wrapped it up about an hour ago. What do you think's happening next?
Well, I think that the bill is going to come up for a vote sometime tonight. I think there'll be a significant number of votes to pass the what's come back from the Senate. And I think what the American people are going to see is a lot of tax breaks are going to be made permanent in many ways, which I think is going to help our economy. And certainly a lot of the folks who are very concerned that their taxes are going to go up will find that they didn't.
Okay, so you're asking for $300 billion in cuts. Your leadership is now looking for the votes necessary. You're going to need 217 votes in order to do that. Do you think he's going to get those votes?
I'm not sure those votes are going to be there, in part because it is such a, I mean, we are still going to go after, with a vengeance, a lot of spending cuts.
Sure.
And that's going to come with several of the issues coming in the coming months. But the question is, at this late hour, we'll be able to come up with $300 billion and get the Senate back to work on those. Look, those need a lot of serious consideration. Those are ones we passed out of the House before, too. Yep. And we are going to revisit those things.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I'm not sure it's going to come up
You're going to get the debt ceiling opportunity to do that. You're going to get the budget opportunity to do. I mean, there's no question that Republicans are not going to give up what they consider to be a worthwhile fight to get these spending cuts. But tonight, if they don't get those 217 votes, John Boehner's not going to bring that to the floor, and he said he's going to bring it to the floor. Is this your understanding that it'll come out as an up or down vote?
The bill will still come out as an up or down vote as the Senate sent it back.
And what's your sense of what would happen if it came to that?
I think that'd be is going to pass with a very strong vote from both sides of the aisle, too. Look, when you look at the senators who voted for this on the Republican side, you have some pretty strongly conservative senators who said, look, there's a lot in this to be pleased with that made a lot of tax cuts permanent. And quite frankly, if you asked people a couple of years ago if we ever would have thought that some of these tax cuts would be made permanent, we never would have seen that. But to see a number of things that I think is going to help stabilize not only families in terms of their worries, but small businesses, farmers, there's a lot here to be pleased with. Now, there's a lot we still have to work on. Sure. I'm not so happy about some of the things in there, like this Hollywood handout. There's over $200 million, or the special things for auto race tracks, or the other thing for rum taxes. Look, those have to be dealt with, but we're going to deal with those in Ways and Means Committee and other ways, bring those back up to make sure special interest carve-outs are taken out of this.
A compromise means not everybody's going to be happy at all. That said, I sort of sense from your demeanor that one way or the other you are going to vote for something that averts the fiscal cliff tonight.
Yes, and what we also are going to do is, with an equal commitment and drive, and even more so, redoubling our efforts to work on other spending cuts. We have got to get back to that.
Representative Murphy, I appreciate you taking some time to talk to us. We'll follow up with you later in the night. Let's go back to our